Most of us look at the suffering in the world and feel a genuine desire to fix it. We want to volunteer, to organize, and to build a better society. Yet, when the weekend rolls around, the vast majority of that ambition remains stationary. This isn't usually a lack of empathy. It's a matter of structural constraints. Humans are bound by the mechanics of survival, paying rent, maintaining careers, and caring for family members. Our time and energy are effectively pre-committed. This document details a meeting from 1961 that illustrates this exact problem. A spiritual leader in India, Sri Anandamurti, asked 16 of his most dedicated followers to leave their homes and perform social work across 16 different provinces. Out of the 16 present, 15 had to decline. The records show a list of valid, practical excuses. Some were tied to government service, some faced financial instability, and others were caring for sick relatives. The realization from this meeting was stark. A person bound by personal obligations is, by definition, a part-time volunteer, and part-time volunteers lack the bandwidth to confront massive, entrenched, systemic social failures. Solving those problems requires a vanguard operating without those specific vulnerabilities, individuals whose entire lives are the mission, completely removed from the daily requirements of personal and familial survival. The historical answer to this human bottleneck is the Avadhuta, a spiritual warrior defined by their lack of attachment to the material world. This concept has ancient origins. Thousands of years ago, the figure of Shiva is said to have created the first ascetics, monks who lived entirely outside normal societal structures to focus exclusively on spiritual development. Over centuries, this archetype evolved across cultures. We see the blueprint in figures like Buddha, who abandoned a royal palace to seek enlightenment, and in leaders like Mother Teresa, who left a secure life to serve those society had discarded. A crucial turning point occurred with Swami Vivekananda. He took this intense focus and directed it outward, officially moving the ascetic's role from the isolated cave to the front lines of social reform. The common thread among these figures is the ultimate sacrifice. They trade their biological, personal family for the responsibility of the entire universe. An Avadhuta's capacity to act is built on a specific mental framework, a total, radical detachment from standard worldly values. The historical texts define this mindset explicitly. To an Avadhuta, a graveyard and a palace are identical. A pile of gold and a handful of mud are considered equal. This psychological leveling creates a tactical advantage. When a person no longer values wealth, property, or status, they become impossible to corrupt. Standard human bribes and threats simply have no leverage over them. This mental discipline is mirrored in their external presence. These orange robes function as a visible psychological shield. The saffron color symbolizes fire and sacrifice. It is a constant physical reminder to the wearer to burn away personal desires and remain committed to the collective mission. Their operating system is built on two pillars: internal meditation for self-liberation and external, relentless public service. These two goals must remain perfectly balanced. Together, these psychological shields and dual missions forge a warrior equipped to fight systemic immorality with total physical and mental strength. This is the final evolutionary state of the Avadhuta, the Sad Vipra, a societal leader who cannot be swayed or bought. Modern leadership is often compromised by personal gain. A Sad Vipra steps into that void because they have no personal property to protect and no ego-driven career to maintain. The overarching philosophical metaphor for this supreme, absolute level of freedom is a bird in the open sky. Just as a bird ignores the borders on a map, a true sannyasi is unbounded by local language, religion, or national boundaries. Their perspective is universal. The existence of the Avadhuta proves that absolute selflessness is a viable structural strategy for human survival. It demonstrates that when a society creates a vanguard to carry the heavy lifting of systemic change, it provides the necessary foundation for everyone else to thrive.